One thing that I don't talk about publicly enough is I was able to build this business because of the real estate that I bought. You know, everybody talks about real estate being this passive income thing, and I don't see it that way. And people once somebody once asked me, is your personal home a real estate investment? And most people in the community said no. I disagreed, and I said yes. I actually, the way that I was able to build this business is I bought a commercial building that increased in value. Yes, I had a tenant there, but I also built luxury homes that I got to live in, which was pretty cool, but also increased in value and eventually gave me liquidity to invest into the business.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and I am excited to be here today. I think we have something, at least for me, that I'm not that well educated on. And so I'm excited to have this gentleman here because he knows what he's doing. He's an expert at what he do. Tell everyone is an expert at them. Nobody knows them like them. And so this gentleman is an expert in himself, but he's very, very, very well knowledgeable about what it is that he do. And he's going to break some of the myths and really kind of explain what it is that he does. And I'm telling you, lean in because you need this information. Please lean in. So I am so excited to introduce you all to Mr. Carmelo Marsala. Mr. Carmelo, how you doing today, sir?
Good, man. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Well, thank you for being here. Listen, everybody don't have to know all my business, but let me just say, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your patience with me today. Humbly, I appreciate you. But listen, man, I want to dive right in. I want you to tell the people what your main focus is these days. Give us a little bit of an origin story, man, of how you got started, how you got this thing rolling, how you got into real estate. Love that. And then also, if you don't mind, tell us where you are in the world, man. We love to know where people are demographically or geographically. So, man, Carmelo, you have the floor, sir.
All right, a few questions there. Well, I'm actually in Montreal, Canada right now. We do also have an office in Florida, but I'll get to the origin stories. I think it's an interesting one. I actually started when I was 19, and I actually started flipping homes. That was like what was interesting to me. And often, we try to figure out, how do we increase the value of these homes? And I started working with other house flippers and started to realize that curb appeal was really, really important. And I actually got into student painting. So I was painting exterior homes, college pro, actually. You may have heard of the yellow signs anyways. And I'd paint doors, I'd paint siding, and I'd paint all this stuff outside, and it would never really last. It would always end up chipping, peeling, cracking, whatever. And then I figured, well, that's not actually increasing the value of the home. If anything, it actually ended up decreasing the value of the home. So the aha moment for me for our first brand really came from, I saw a brand new door being installed, and it was painted, right? Like metal doesn't come in brown or black or whatnot. And that didn't scratch, it won't chip, it won't peel. And I figured, well, how do they do that? So I went to a factory and I said, hey, how do I started researching how they paint doors. And I said, can I grab these products and apply them on site? Now, the idea was good, but in practice, it didn't work because those products are A, toxic, and B, they're not meant to be applied on site because they need to dry in ambient air conditions that are controlled in a factory.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
So what we did is I found a chemist to help me create products like that on site so that we can customize them to the weather so that we can apply them on site. Actually, it's one of our first ever patents. And what we do now is we actually are able to get a 15-year no-peel warranty on doors, windows, siding, all of this stuff. So basically we give a new life to existing materials. So that's the kind of the origin story from 16 years ago now.
Love it. From 16 years ago to now. Man, I love that, man. And thank you for walking us through the journey, letting us know what you do. And I want to get more into actually like the strategies of what you use and how you do it. But I want to ask you a little bit about you, man. And so I love the journey. I have a saying where I say destiny has no wasted moments, right? Meaning no matter what we go through in life, destiny has a way of giving us tools that make us who we are now. And it's just like compound, like, and so I would love to know throughout your journey, this is 16 years ago, man. Like you had vision, you had innovation. What has destiny taught you about you? Has it taught you discipline? Has it taught you consistency? Like, what has this journey taught you about yourself?
And like, I guess in business in general is you just got to keep moving forward, and sometimes you get lucky bounces and you put yourself in a position to get lucky. And look, anybody that has been in business a long time, they'll let you know that yes, they've got some lucky bounces, but they were in the position to take that opportunity and actually do something with it. And actually, quick story on that. The same thing happened for our second brand. So in 2016, actually, a customer asked me, so they want to stain their brick, do their doors, do their windows, and they said, "Hey, I don't want to do this job because my roof is green and I don't want to spend, 25K replacing my roof." So I said, well, this was lucky for me because I'm like, okay, well, aha moment here. Another one. I said, what if we can change the color of your roof? And he said, well, I don't want to paint the roof. And I said, no, no, I don't mean painted. I mean, what if we could change the color of your roof, but it looked like new and lasted like new? At that point, I had no idea what I was talking about. And I did the same thing. I researched, well, how do they make a roof? And basically what happens is they put these roof granules into this hot asphalt. They're stamped into it. And that's how they make a roof, right? So we said, what if we could take these granules and reapply them onto a roof? That'll basically be like replacing your roof for a fraction of the cost, time, and less. And that's what we ended up doing. And now 10 years later, we spun this off into its own brand.
Man, bro, when I tell you, you are the personification of destiny has no wasted moments. You like, listen, when I said this, I'm like, listen, I'm going to seize this moment though. I'm going to seize this moment. And so I love it, man. And so I want to ask you a couple different questions. I'm kind of rolling up into one. I want to know like some of the strategies you use kind of keep the machine going. But also I want to know as you was building your strategies, have you faced any adversity? Like, have you had to overcome some bumps in the road? Sometimes we got to pivot, so talk to me about some strategies that you use and a little bit about adversity.
I mean, adversity, I could talk for about 4 hours, so I think, or more. So I think we've only got a few minutes. But I will tell you a story of how we actually pivoted to a franchise models. From 2010 to 2013, we grew like crazy. I went from me and another employee to 60 employees in like 3.5 years. And at that point, I was marketing team, sales team, customer experience. I was basically doing everything. And at one point, that on this one day, I went into a job site and I started spraying a house. We spray stuff, right? So phone to my ear, customer calling. The phone fell from my ear down the ladder. I threw the spray gun down. I said, something's got to change. This is not sustainable. It all came to me in one day, and I said, I got to change the way that we do this because we can't keep growing this way. And that's when I found the franchise model. I used to be a franchisee for student painting, and I said, let's franchise this model out. And from there, we're now in over 100 locations across North.
Listen, man. Every time you talk, it keeps getting better and better. Man, I'm loving this story, man. I'm loving the art. Again, man, I'm loving how you're seizing the moments. And I think this is what makes, just entrepreneurship business so special. It's because people talk about luck, and there's some, like, I think you even talked about some of the, luck of the bounce. But I don't know if I got this from Jay-Z or not, if I'm being honest with you, but luck is when opportunity meets preparation. That's what luck is, right? And so I love it, man, because it seems like every time you talk, you're showing me how you're just seizing moments. You're seeing it, seizing opportunities, all because of the preparation. And so I have to ask you, Carmelo, what's your next real goal? Like, what are you looking to solve or scale next, man?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So, I spoke briefly about Spray. That's our first brand. We've got over 100 locations across North America. And our second brand now is called LiquiRoof. And basically, that's the one I spoke about where we basically replace a roof. We're looking now to expand that in a similar way across North America because we think we really have something that's different for roofs. And that's really our focus now for the next, 2, 3, 4, 5 years as we continue building SprayNet, right? We've got a good foundation there. We want to build on that. We also want to build a foundation for Liquid.
I love it, man. I have to ask you, what is your perspective on relationship building? Is building relationships within business important to you? I know you talked about how it was just you. Now you got 60 employees. So it seems to me you know a little bit about relationship building. Talk to me from your perspective about relationships. Are they important? How do you go about it? Talk to me a little bit, Carmelo.
I mean, a business and organization is basically a series of interconnected relationships. Without relationships, you've got nothing. I'm actually pretty proud of the fact that we have employees. Actually, I'm looking into our warehouse right now. We've got employees. I'm looking at two employees right now here. One of them has been here for 14 years and the other one for 13. So we've got people that have been here almost since the beginning. And actually, the average tenure here is pretty high, like almost 8 years on average. Like that to me is important. But relationships within the business, of course, that creates your culture. Relationships with our franchisees. We actually I'm pretty proud of this. We won quite a few awards, but this one I'm particularly proud of. We actually won the 2025 Top Culture Award within our franchise system, which is really, really cool. Basically, they surveyed all of our franchisees, all of our staff, and that's the award. We won the Innovation Award and the Culture Award. So I mean, without culture, I think that it's culture eats strategy for breakfast, right? Without a good culture, you got nothing. And relationships are important outside of the business too, because if you don't have outside relationships, you also can't scale. So I mean, it's fundamental.
Yeah, yeah, man, I love it. And you use the word culture. I use the word sometimes community, right? I think community breeds culture, right? And I tell people all the time, healing happens in community. Like community is common unity. People that's in the common unity of moving something forward. It's not uniformity, because uniformity is everybody doing the same thing all at the same time. No, unity is like we do different things with the common goal. And so it sounds like the culture that you built is wonderful. Everybody know what they're supposed to do. And not only that, it seems like they're happy doing it. You got people that's 14 years, 13 years, you winning awards. I mean, I think you said the average is 8 years. Bro, I'm happy where I'm at, but I'm almost thinking about calling you like, man, where do I sign up? Like, so I love it, man. I love your approach to community and building culture. And I really hope that gets contagious with people that listen, because when people, I think there's a study, when people leave companies, they not leaving because of the work. Most of the time they leaving because of the culture. Like people can do the work. We're as humans, we're workers. We'll work, but the culture sometimes is what we're actually divorcing from. And so I love it, man. I love everything you said, sir. Carmelo, let me ask you this. I want to make space for you. Is there any subject that I have not brought up that you want to talk about? Or is there any other words of like inspiration, education, motivation that you want to leave? So is there anything you want to talk about, or is there any kind of words of motivation? I kind of want to open up the floor a little bit to you, man.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Sure. I mean, one thing, because it's a real estate podcast, right? Like one thing that I don't talk about publicly enough is I was able to build this business because of the real estate that I bought.
Mm.
Everybody talks about real estate being this passive income thing, and I don't see it that way. And people once somebody once asked me, is your personal home a real estate investment? And most people in the community said no. I disagreed, and I said yes. I actually, the way that I was able to build this business is I bought a commercial building that increased in value. Yes, I had a tenant there, but I also built luxury homes that I got to live in, which was pretty cool, but also increased in value and eventually gave me liquidity to invest into the business. So I see real estate not necessarily as a passive income, although it could be a good stream of passive income, but also as something you can leverage to then invest in something that can grow. And that's exactly the playbook that I used is let's buy real estate, let's leverage that to invest in the business so that we can grow that. And I think that doesn't get talked about enough. So I didn't want to talk about that. I think it's important.
Man, man, you're awesome guy to talk to. I mean, I love the way you thinking, man. I love the things that you're saying. It's no doubt I can see why you're so successful because you're showing me like your arc of your success, and it all starts with foundation. The advice you just gave is you're showing people how to lay a firm foundation and to build on that foundation. And man, you're a builder, you're an innovator. As long as the foundation is sure, man, there's different other ways we can go. We can deal with the minute, what's going to go here, what's going to go there, what's going to be the plant, what's going to be the color. But it's all about that foundation. If you don't got that, you don't got nothing. So, man, I appreciate you, sir. I really do, man. Listen, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, how can they get in contact with you, sir?
Yeah, I'm pretty active on LinkedIn, so you can put my name in LinkedIn. Otherwise, I mean, we got two websites. We got spraynet.com. I'm sure it'll be in the link in the description, and we've also got LiquiRoof.com. So those are really our two brands. So yeah, go check them out and get in contact with us however you feel more comfortable doing so.
I love it. I love it. So allow me, I normally at this point, I normally say, let me just say three things to you. To you, allow me to say four things to you. One, thank you again for your patience. I appreciate you, sir. Two, man, thank you for your time because time is our most precious commodity. You could have been anywhere in the world and you shared time with us today. So I appreciate you for your time. Secondly, man, thank you for your story. What I call like the gift of your transparency, the gift of your vulnerability. Our stories have a way of planting seeds in people that we don't know when a return is going to come, but sometimes that seed just get down. And so I believe that you've planted some seeds today. So thank you for your story. Lastly, man, thank you for your perspective, like for your mindset, the way you think. Thank you for bringing that mindset to this platform. Carmelo, I greatly appreciate you being here today, sir.
Thank you, Mel. Thanks for having me, man. It was fun.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, listen, y'all heard Carmelo. You got the nuggets. You can't tell me you didn't. He gave you gem after gem all the way up to the last drop. So look in the show notes, check him out, connect with him. Listen, let's blow up his business. Like, I mean, listen, let's give it to him. He want the business, let's give it to him, right? So definitely connect with him, but definitely make sure you are subscribed here. Because I keep telling you, we're going to bring up amazing people just like Mr. Carmelo, time after time after time. So, sir, thank you again. And to everyone else, listen, y'all have a fantastic day.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.